You're the one that tried to say it's okay to f up your life
Never
today.
said it's okay to f
You
up my
were
life.
trying
I'm
to
telling
justify
you what
it.
happened.
Cry, cope, seethe, warm up your meal because it's meal prepping.
Well, what if I don't have time to even meal prep?
You do.
Because of all the
you
hours
dumb
that I do.
You work 48
Don't call me a
hours
dumb
a
I also need you to understand that I do have mental illness issues. that I deal with.
Here we get
How about
myself
little
onto
empathy?
that.
No,
that
the
doesn't
empathy I'm
solve
looking.
anything.
Can you let me talk?
Get your free trial to the DollarWise budgeting app today. Join the tens of thousands of active users who are taking control of their money and changing their lives. With new features being added constantly, there's no reason not to try it. And if you like it, choose the annual version to save a ton of money and get my budget-friendly cookbook signed by me and mailed directly to you. DollarWise.app or link in the description below.
Hi, my name is Sabrina. I'm 28 years old from Portland, Oregon, and this is Financial Audit.
Portland, septum piercing, blue hair.
Are you surprised?
No. The only thing you're missing is a needle sticking out of your arm.
That's
What do you
after
do?
hours.
Oh, is that? I really hope not. What do you do in Portland for a living? Portland, honestly, should be one of the best cities in the entire United States because they put an outer limit build zone where they couldn't build beyond an outer limit, so they were forced to build up, and it created beautiful density. And then everyone decided, ooh, let's not prosecute crimes and legalize drugs, and then the city became a hole, and then it got fucked up.
Yeah.
So almost like the best kind of civilization is nice and walkable, but it doesn't work if you don't actually enforce laws and keep people safe. That's weird. Okay, but what do you do there for a living?
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see all that shit we talk about
we
on
get,
a
we
daily.
get the after effects. We get the after effects. of
Which
paycheck.
have definitely been great. I mean, they've re-criminalized all that shit because it
They've
was a
tried,
complete
but
failure.
it's not really. I mean, like, it's all very big.
Complete
so.
failure.
Yeah.
It's almost like we should learn
trying.
from our mistakes instead of trying them over and over again. Who would have thought? So that kind of probably sucks.
It does, but I mean, it's life. It's gonna suck everywhere.
Did you not advocate for a blue hair?
For the blue hair?
You got the blue hair and the septum piercing.
I
Did you not
do.
advocate for the let's make it all legal and let people do it on the street?
I don't think people really listen to brown folk that much out there.
What kind of brown are you?
Indian. But yes,
Which one?
with the dot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Have you
she's
heard of
stuff.
Tyler Oliveira?
No.
Oh, it was the YouTuber that didn't hire me, and then I ended up
Oh, so you're
wanting
bitter.
to
So you're
start.
bitter about it. Is that what's the
No,
strong
he just
personalities
went to
come
an
out?
Indian poop festival, so I was wondering if you heard of him.
Oh, no.
Not as like an insulted way. It's
Yeah.
very viral right now, so I was just curious
no,
if
I
you've seen
didn't,
it.
yeah.
Because a lot of people of Indian background are very upset.
The villagers spend 6 months collecting cow poop and celebrate the end of Diwali.
I believe it. Yeah.
Even though they're the ones that did it. That's weird. Okay, so they don't listen to you? I mean, you vote.
Yeah. But I'm still technically, so my licensing and everything is Chicago based. So when I vote,
You went from Chicago,
yes, I did
where
travel
those
nursing.
policies didn't work, and then you went to
Portland.
where they
Where
tried
it
it
doubly
again.
didn't work.
Okay. Well, so licensed in Chicago, travel nursing. What does this look like on a daily basis now? Are you in like an actual brick and mortar? Are you there full time?
So I currently stay in a furnished finder apartment. And so
A what?
a furnished finder apartment. So a lot of travel nurses, what they do is they stay in these temporary kind of sublets essentially. And so you rent it out for like 3 months at a time typically.
Yeah,
that's
I was
how
kind of
long-
more talking about your job, I'll
Oh,
be
my job.
honest.
Oh, I'm a staff nurse now.
Uh-huh. Is
Yeah.
that full-time committed or is this contract that ended at a certain date?
Nope, full time.
Okay, and you can do that with your license being in Chicago, no transfer,
No,
nothing
so
like that.
so my license as in like my Illinois license, as in like my driver's license is in Chicago.
Okay.
Because you were talking about voting. And so like when I vote, I vote for Chicago.
Okay, I was going to say that has no... Okay, so you gave up travel nursing.
Yes.
Okay. Why? That's lucrative.
It was.
It's a good way to get out of
The money started drying
debt.
up, though. The money started drying up.
Sure, I mean, it
And like,
wasn't...
I liked Portland. I like the trees. I like the people. So I decided
Yeah.
I want to start sending down roots there.
So what do you make?
$2,700 each paycheck,
So weekly or biweekly?
biweekly.
Okay, you know, Portland is not a cheap city.
No, it definitely is not.
So 5,400 net. I mean, okay, good income, but for Portland, honestly, I don't really know. How you doing on that?
Not so great.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what's not so great?
when I did travel nursing originally, I kind of lived it up quite a bit and then
You looked it up quite a bit.
lived it up.
Okay, travel nursing?
Yeah.
But you're just on the road. Where were you living up? Bougie
I mean, just in
hotels?
different cities and stuff. Like hanging out with people,
Hitting the
food
clubs every night?
scenes.
Yeah.
How'd you know? No. But just like traveling is in general as well too.
Okay.
Both travel nursing as well as also traveling.
Well, could you
different
afford it?
places.
I mean, if you're making lots
At
of
the
money, you
time
can
I
spend a lot of money.
could, but
Okay.
then I dug myself a grave.
What was the grave? How'd you dig yourself a grave?
It's a little debt grave.
Well, I know, but like
yeah.
what changed that resulted in grave?
Well, I went from making like $3,000 a week doing travel nursing to now making not even $3,000 biweekly. So
So you didn't adjust
The
your
change
lifestyle? Are
in
you saying you
the lifestyle creep got.
Are you endlessly traveling still once that did the
No,
switch?
I've been better. I've been a
Okay,
lot
then
better.
what was the issue then? That sounds like a readjust.
It was a readjust, but then now I have to pay back all the stuff that I.
No. That doesn't make sense. You said you were living it up, but you were able to pay for it while you're making the money, and you suggested you cut back on traveling once all of a sudden your income went down.
I spent a little too much money.
So you weren't spending properly while you were making
No, I
a
definitely
lot of money.
wasn't. I definitely wasn't.
Would you say you are today?
I am a lot better about it today.
A lot better. Why is
Yeah.
that what everyone somehow says, yet everyone is beyond that comes on the show?
know-
What is a lot better?
A lot better as in I'm trying to be better at budgeting.
Okay,
And I
I'm
also
a
make
lot
sure-
better, and what does that equal? Trying to be better at budgeting. We're immediately going down dramatically.
Yeah. So
Yeah, payroll is 5,574. Pretty much nailed it. So what was spent? Because we're better. And we're even trying to be better at budgeting. So what was
I am trying
spent?
to be better.
Because if you're trying to be better, you would know
I would
what
know
you spent.
Okay.
because you tried to budget.
I have been trying to be budgeting about making sure I
What
have
did you spend?
on then or now.
Spend now. Last month.
Oh, rent for one thing.
What was the number?
Oh, I'm not sure to be honest. Take some deep breaths.
How much redeeming did you do? What was the total redeemed amount?
I will redeem it, bitch! I will redeem it! I will redeem it!
All right.
Probably my whole paycheck.
Lady, try to guess a number.
Oh,
Just gut it. You lived last month.
yes.
You don't have to go through every minute of every day, but I want to know what you think because you're telling me you're so much better now. What's that so much better? Well, trying to be better at budgeting. Okay, if you're trying to be better at budgeting, you'd be able to give me somewhat of a number. No offense. F you. Yeah, take offense. I don't care. I don't know. What am I saying? You should know kind of what you spent if you have gotten so much better as you suggest last month.
Well, here's the thing. I've been paying back on my credit cards and things as well too. So I've been trying to
here's the
allocate
thing. How
to
much
that.
did you spend? Because you should know if you are doing better and you are budgeting.
Let's say 5,000.
Okay, that's interesting. $7,802.55.
I've been making minimum payments.
Yeah. Now, an interesting fun fact about that is anyone who doesn't say that actually usually does. And literally never once in the show history has someone said what you just said right now, and there are not late fees in their accounts that I will see. I hope you're not living up to that stereotype. I do not know how that
been a lot
happens.
better.
We do not plant it. And
Yeah.
you say you do a lot better. Yeah, you brought in $5,500 last month. And yet, $7,800 went out. How can you possibly tell me that is better? How can you possibly tell me you are trying to budget if you couldn't even say that? You guessed, what was it, 5? You're off by thousands. You overspent by over 2,000.
That's girl.
So that's not better.
I'm trying.
No, you're not. What's trying? You don't know. You're just using the word trying. You don't know what trying means. Where's the trying? I don't see trying.
You haven't even looked at anything yet.
I just looked at how much you spent versus what came in. That's not trying. F you trying.
Look and see what I spent then.
I can tell you category-wise what you kind of spent. What do you think you spent? What are you trying to do? You're trying to make all your payments, right? Trying to pay off debt. Great. You paid $900
Probably a
going out
decent
to
amount
eat.
of it went to food. Yeah.
$900 went out to eat.
Yep. Well, I do. I do work quite a bit. I do have 2 jobs.
What is your quite a bit? Is 5,500 the total that came in? Or is that, or
I
is
think
there
that
additional?
should be the total. Well, that would be the total, including with my second job.
Sick. What's your second job?
I work in employee health, so that's like my quote unquote
What comes
fun
in
job,
from
'cause
each
it's pretty,
job?
yeah. So each job. So I kind of put it in as if I do 8 hours here, I'll get $300. So per
Okay, fine. How many hours
biweekly,
are at
I
each
make
job?
$600 with this second job.
Miscellaneous bullshit alone, $1,064. As in, you spend just about, what does that equal? What did I say? Was it 900? So $2,000 bucks? $2,000 on bullshit. $2,000 minimum on bullshit immediately. immediately. And there's unknown spending of about $900. I don't know where the that went. That might be bullshit, might not be. Other large purchases, $646. We don't know what that is. Might be bullshit, might not be. I don't know. But I do know at a minimum you spent $2,000 last month on bullshit. You overspent by $2,000. So how many hours a week are you working across the board?
So let's see, 36 at my full-time job. And then at minimum, I do 8 hours at my employee health job, but sometimes I'll do extra.
Okay, so 48? Is that what you said?
We'll say 48.
That's you're crying about 48 hours? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, big struggle. So with both jobs
You want to
coming
do 12-hour shifts, Caleb?
12-hour shifts. I'm looking at hourly. You're doing, some people would prefer what you do.
Some people wait. But I'm also letting you know it's a hard job.
And many people do. No shit, I'm not saying it's not a hard job, but you complain about how much you are working. Listen, you get to batch up the days and then have more days off. That's why people sometimes prefer that work schedule.
Not when it's got island days, because then the next day you're just tired. Your back is hurting, your feet are hurting.
Well, you're fat.
Thank you.
Well,
oh my God, hot meat kettle. Thank you.
Okay, different levels. The reality is, if we're talking about having tired and back, that's not the job. That's your lifestyle. And we saw you spend $900 going out to eat.
Yes, but you also need to cater in the fact that it is a hard job.
I also get tired and have less energy.
You also sit behind a desk.
And I will have you. Yes, this is what I do 12 hours a day. Yes, I sit right in this chair. Mm-hmm. Okay, I literally just met you 12 minutes ago. So obviously, you know I don't just sit here. Don't be dumb. So in reality, I get tired. I will have health issues more than other people because I'm fat, because lifestyle. There's a big part of that you have to be willing to recognize. And if you're spending $900 going out to eat and you are obese, that is a big part of it. I'm not calling that out to be mean, but if you're going to immediately complain about being tired and your back hurting, well, you're not really doing the thing that would help.
I am working out. Yes, I am. I do have a personal trainer who I see, and I do have a gym membership.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so maybe the action you're doing.
So I am making an effort to try and help.
So maybe the action that you're doing.
But you also need to understand my back issues also happen.
And also $800 out to
work.
eat. And also $800 out to eat. $900.
Yes. Which I'm not denying. I do spend a lot of money going out to eat.
Can't outwork a bad diet. Can't outwork out a bad diet.
But you also need to understand that I am tired at the end of the day after working 12-hour shifts.
I'm sure you do. I'm not denying that. But you're suggesting you're the only one in the entire country that does that in the entire world.
I did not suggest that, actually.
Well, other people
You're taking it to be something else.
Other people make do. Other people live healthy lifestyles. Other people don't blow all their money just because they worked a 12-hour shift. You seem to be justifying it because you do. Well, if that was the case, everyone would be as you that does this. Healthcare, what is it, like the second largest industry in this country?
Yeah.
Not number one at this point? Yeah, a lot of people do what you do.
A lot of people do what I do.
A lot of people.
And once you get into that field, you recognize that a lot of people do have other bad habits as well, too. Okay. So my bad habit is
my
food.
mom. My mom's not fat. My mom has good health. My mom is also over twice your... No, she's a little under twice your age. She's done the 12 hours many times. She still does.
Congrats to your mother, then.
Well, I know, but you cannot use this as an excuse for your misbehavior, because that's what you're trying to do right now. And I'm just not going to let that slide.
And I'm letting you know I understand that. Mm-hmm. But you also need to understand where I'm coming from as well, too.
I understand where you're coming from. I grew up in that household. Healthcare workers are everywhere. I know where you're coming from. You're wrong. You're coping. You're being stupid.
Yeah. Which is also why I'm here. Getting yelled at.
What? So I tell you 12 hours working is not an excuse to for your entire life? Congratulations, we did it.
And here I am asking for help.
Uh-huh.
So you can bitch at me if you want, but I'm also making an effort on my end.
Well, are you? You spent $900 going out to eat.
I'm here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing.
I'm not complaining about that.
I'm giving you the numbers.
Are you trying to make it?
It's kind of confusing.
I'm not trying to criticize that. I'm not criticizing you for being here, but when you just said, what, you have to take into account my perspective. No, I don't. Your perspective was incorrect. It's a cope. It's wrong.
It is. And that's also why I'm trying to dig myself out of the grave.
I hope so. You're not doing that by spending $2,000 more than you make, though. That doesn't make sense. You keep using this word trying. I'm trying to budget. I'm trying to do this. Then you couldn't give a number, so good luck. You're not budgeting. You're trying to dig yourself out of the grave. You're going further in by $2,000 a month. What are we talking about?
Yeah, and I'm about to hit the core, which is why I'm here asking for help.
The core?
The core of the earth.
Uh-huh. Well, you know what we do here is go through the spending, call out the bullshit, build a budget, connect with resources. Absolutely. But that is not an excuse or justification. This is what people like you try to do when they come on the show is they get pushback for their options, they get pushback for their actions. And then all they say, because instead of actually, talking about it, willing to acknowledge anything, willing to do anything, the only thing they can fall back on is a cope because they can't handle the conversation.
Okay, Caleb, this is me sitting and saying, yes, I understand where you're coming from.
And that's why I'm here.
Yes, that is why I'm here.
Well, okay. This is a fallback. This is an easy fallback.
It's not an easy fallback. You told me what you wanted to hear, and I'm telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah, but you were defensive about it.
I am being defensive about it because you're looking at my budget, and it's a personal thing. Do you think I'm proud of this?
Who gives a it's money?
It's my life. My whole life on a spreadsheet.
Uh-huh.
Do you think I'm proud of my actions? Because I'm not.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that tried to say it's okay to f up your life because you work 12 hours a day.
I never said it's okay to f up my life. I'm telling you what happened, and I'm trying to make you understand where I'm coming from.
I understand why you did it. It's incorrect, though.
This conversation's not going anywhere.
Thank you. I'll lead the conversation on my show.
Okay, congrats. You should do a little better then.
Well, I think top 10 podcasts on the entire internet, I think I'm doing pretty okay.
Okay.
If I'm being honest.
Okay, congrats.
Thank you. But either way, it's more just, again, calling out. If you are trying to sit back and now you're saying you're not trying to say it's okay for doing that, but you immediately fell back on it. You wouldn't say that if it wasn't a cope or a justification. And it's important for you to know that, yes, you work. Jobs are hard. You're on your feet. Healthcare, not easy. You deal with patients that might not be super great, especially in Portland. We get it. That doesn't mean you fuck up your life. It really doesn't. And I know now you're saying, well, I didn't mean it like that. Well, you wouldn't have fallen back on it if you didn't instinctually, down to your core, mean it. I've had enough of these conversations. I know what people do when people cope, when people are trying to excuse things. So don't bullshit me. I know you're trying to be defensive, and I'm naturally a so it happens. But in reality, obviously, internally, you think it is somewhat justified for you to fuck up, spend all your money on bullshit because you had a hard day at work.
And that's my issue. Yes, it is. So here's me asking for help to try and dig myself out of the grave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes. What do you think the show is? You don't need to just keep saying that. We know that's why you're here. You did the catchphrase.
You don't want to hear my
I'm
justifications. Then, if you don't want to hear my justifications, then what's the issue?
No, it's fine.
Then?
You just don't have to frame everything with, and that's why I'm looking for help. It's like, okay, thank you. We know why you're here. We've done this. We've only done 4 of these a week for years. I know why you're here. You don't have to say it every 3 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Nothing on that. Okay. So 5,400, but that is working 50 hours a week. What is our longevity in Portland? Even if we get this under control with that type of income in a very expensive city, but with 2 jobs, what are we trying to do? What is everything looking like today? Especially if you're going further in the hole. And I know you're about to hit the core because you wanted to say something reasonable, even though you're the one doing it. It's interesting how that works.
So I'm trying to set up kind of an emergency fund, kind of like a rainy day fund, if you will.
You use the word trying
So I have $2,000
again.
saved away so far.
Okay, how long did that take?
Not very long, but I've had to make quite a few.
Well, that doesn't make sense because you're spending more than you make. Something's not working. That means, okay, so this is how it's working then. Can I have the whiteboard? I'll draw this out for you.
Okay.
Because this is likely what you did with how the math is working from the accountant who worked on your finances. This is your checking account. This is your savings. This is your credit cards. So, okay, you want to take, let's say this is your income, right? Income, checking account, whatever. Okay. So you fill it in, you fill it in, you fill it in. Woo, we got our full 2 paychecks. Yummy, yummy, delicious. And you want to put some of it in savings.
Yes.
But unfortunately, in order to put this amount of savings in there, when you actually already spend this much more than you can, then comes in, and you want to put that in there, well, you take from here and put it in here. That's true. But then you immediately spend all this on credit cards to offset it.
Yeah.
So you've completely f***ed it because now you put it in a savings account. Yay, wonderful. You put it in a savings account that's getting like a couple percentage. And then you're losing 30% on here.
Yeah.
Butter chicken's pretty good. Ain't that good. Not good enough for 30%. We don't need to be going out and getting that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, but I do also
I just
need
had
to
some
pay
last
off.
night. I still smell like it.
Bullshit?
Butter chicken.
You keep bringing that up.
Butter chicken? I just said it for the first time.
Bringing up the brown thing.
Well, yes. I make fun of everyone's everything.
Okay.
Can you handle it?
I can. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Good. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Before we continued. So, this doesn't work.
Extra shifts.
Well, no. It doesn't matter because even with your payroll that came in, we saw the number. You made it $100 more than you said is on average.
Mm-hmm.
You still spent $2,000 more.
Yeah, I did. Just on lifestyle
So what
stuff.
is this
Yeah.
trying that you're talking about? Because again, it was just offset. That's all it was. You didn't actually make any progress. In fact, you just went actually potentially even worse. Because in order to take the $2,000 from here, you put it here instead, which means now you're paying 30% interest on it. So what's that trying? That's another version of your trying. Your trying's concerning because your trying only leads to failure so far.
Yeah, which is why I'm trying to change
So
my
what
ways.
is your trying though?
My trying is
the
trying to pay off
savings?
my student loan debt as
No,
well
you just
as
said
paying
no.
off-
You just said you're trying to get a savings.
Yes, that's the
But
main
what was the
goal.
trying around that? Because again, that has failed. I want to know your philosophy.
I don't think there is any rhyme to the reason.
If your credit card is sweating from all the holiday spending, same. Between travel, parties, and the 5 different Secret Santas I somehow got roped into, it is no wonder your credit can take a hit this time of year. And that is why it is the perfect time to start building your credit the right way with Kickoff. Their plans start at just $5 a month with no interest, no hidden fees, and no credit check. And for a limited time, get your first month for free. Building credit is so much more important than people realize. Kickoff helped me get my act together without overcomplicating it. It just takes 5 minutes to sign up on your phone, and suddenly you're actually doing something positive for your credit by making on-time payments. Plus, with the premium plan, Kickoff reports your rent payments, only the on-time ones, to help boost your credit even more. Users with credit under 600 saw an average increase of 84 points in their first year with on-time payments. That is real progress. Help your credit survive the holidays with Kickoff. For a limited time, get your first month for free. Go to getkickoff.com/Caleb or scan the QR code on screen. That is Kickoff without the C. Getkickoff.com/Caleb. Thanks again to Kickoff for sponsoring the video. Let's get back to the episode. That's kind of fucking stupid, I'll be honest. But what's not is actually getting a checking account that gives you free money. Free money! We like free money. You can get up to $350 in bonus cash right now when you sign up for the checking account that I use, Chime. Also, it makes your savings grow at a 3.5 APY interest rate. Guys, you can watch Financial Audit and get free money at the same time. Who would have thought? That's incredible. Check it out. Link in the description below. Sign up for Chime. Get that $350 right now in your checking account. You didn't put any thought into what you were doing.
Well, when it comes to spending, I'm bad at it. I understand that. And so
That's something that's easy to fix like that.
And how would I do that, Caleb?
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
You don't spend.
Okay. So
That was
what do I do when it
complicated.
comes? Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. So what do I do then when it comes to buying food, paying rent, and all the little
Rent's
things in
not
life?
going out and spending. When you're talking about you have a spending problem, you think rent is that? Unless you got a place that was way more expensive than you could afford when you signed up. I don't know. That would be potentially it. Food, $300 in groceries. Yes, you could do it. We've proved
Do you have
it.
recommendations on what to buy for groceries to
Yes.
just have it like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a meal plan after this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yes, we do. And it's 3 meals a day plus snack plus drink plus coffee. Yum, yum, yum.
What about the times when I'm just too tired for all that?
Cry, cope, seethe, warm up your meal because it's meal prepping.
Well, what if I don't have time to even meal prep?
You do.
Because of all the
you
hours
dumb
that I do.
You work 48
Don't call me a
hours
dumb
a week. I will call you a dumb you dumb. You work 48 hours a week. How many hours are left in a week?
Many, but you also have to account for sleep. And
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're the only one that's unable to do any of this that everyone else does.
But it's
Special
unique.
butterfly that's incapable of anything.
thank you. I am. Thank you so much. I definitely am a special butterfly.
So why are you the only one that can't do it then?
Because life is hard. Oh, yes, it is. And I
Life's
think you
always hard
don't-
for the blue haired.
Yes, actually.
It's always more complicated somehow.
Of
They're
course.
always
And
the most
don't forget the
traumatized
septum
ones.
piercing. You're forgetting the septum piercing.
Oh, trust me, no one forgot about that.
No, but it is difficult though
No,
to find time to do all the little things.
no,
Grocery shopping,
No.
cooking,
No.
meal prepping.
no.
Sleeping?
No.
Accounting for all the extra things?
No. Why? What's difficult? What are you struggling with?
Just finding enough time and motivation to do the stuff.
Motivation. That's on you.
Yeah.
Why aren't you being motivated? You don't want to fix your shit. You don't care about your life.
I do want to fix my shit, and I do care, but I also need you to understand that I do have mental illness issues.
Here we go.
I'm in Portland.
And
Are
what's
you
your
surprised?
TikTok mental illness?
My TikTok mental illness is depression, anxiety, and OCD.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have that. So give up. That's the thing, because that's the only answer. If your only fallback, this is what happens. I have mental health issues too. I have a panic disorder. It sucks. I don't just use that as a cope and crutch for everything in my life. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I got the tissue.
Here's the thing. You have those, and we immediately talked about how it's hard. Well, it certainly can be, but I already know you have an extra. Okay, here we go. 24 times 7. We minus that by your 48 hours of very difficult work. That's 120 hours a week left, divided by the 7 days. You have 17 hours left in each day. Well, obviously you stack them up some days, so it doesn't fully work like that because you're doing 12-hour shifts. But you have time. Objectively, you have time. Objectively, in every metric whatsoever, you have time outside of sleep, out time of everything.
But that's looking at it from a statistical perspective. I don't think you're taking it from an actual humanist perspective where you understand.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's only like we haven't done this for 4 years. What the fuck are you talking about, lady?
It's easier for you to tell someone to do all the things that you say to do.
You mean the ones that I did when I digged myself out of debt? A little bit of empathy.
Yeah.
No, you know what your empathy derives to? You know where your empathy ends up? Your empathy is you sat here and you say, my life is hard. I say, okay, great. Let's try to put in some solutions. Oh, wait, but I have mental health. You know what the empathy you look for is? A hug and a bye-bye.
No,
that
the empathy I'm looking.
Anything.
Can you let me talk?
Susan, I want to add, but Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
The empathy I'm looking for is help in trying to figure out what exactly I should be doing.
I just said we allocate some hours to meal prepping, to grocery store shopping, instead of going out to eat every second of our life, because you can warm up meals when you get home from a long shift. And then you fell back on TikTok mental health diagnoses. And then I said, okay, so what is the solution? The solution, if you fall back on that for everything, is give up. I don't want you to give up. I don't think you should give up. But if that is the excuse and cope you use for any kind of hard work in this life, then what is the point?
You
will have no future.
Then?
Trucking along?
Yes, because I am trying. Well, I'm trying to make an effort. And you can keep saying, you keep using the word trying.
Yes.
I don't know what else adjectives you want me to use instead. What other verbs would
I don't
you like?
see trying. Can you show me trying?
Trying is me coming here to try and figure out what
yes,
exactly
you did that. You flew on a plane. I'm very proud.
Yes, I did fly on a plane. It was a very long plane ride.
Was it?
Thank you. Well, it was 6 hours total. Layover.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. I mean,
this is me making an effort to try
kind of to a certain point, because we pay for the whole thing, honestly. So it doesn't even make sense. So in reality, you took a little bit of time to visit a city that's better than Portland, and then great. So I'm glad you're being here. That can't be the pat on the back. You get a gold star, so now you've won. That isn't actual shit you've put in. That isn't an actual. Okay, this is the issue I have with people like you, because you scream it's a lack of empathy, but here's the reality. What you're looking for are gold stars, pat on the back, and a hug, instead of actually putting in the work that actually creates the results that are better for your life. You want the feeling. Let's use this as studies that have been done on working out and losing weight, right? So oftentimes when people start a diet or they start working out, a week in, they start being excited about it, and they tell everyone about how they started a diet, how they started working out. And they immediately get that dopamine and the responses that they seek. That would typically come from, they actually put in the work for a few months. People start to notice they look better, and they're like, wow, dude, you look really great. You've been putting in some work. That's the response that they're craving. But they immediately get that reward by telling people that they've started to do a change even though there's no actual change being done. So they've already unlocked that success, and then they don't put in the work anymore, and it's easier for them to fall off. That is what you are essentially doing with this. And you're thinking because you came here, which is a good thing, and that is something you should do, and I'm glad you did it, but you're immediately trying to use that to unlock the success instead of actually putting in the work. Because that's what you define empathy as. Because that's how you want it. You want a soft conversation, you want a hug, and you want nothing to actually change in the end.
I do want change.
To a certain point, everyone wants to change. I want to lose weight. I want to do a lot of things. Doesn't mean I'm putting in the work to do so. So clearly, in the end, I think you still choose going out to eat more than the actual change, even though, yeah, you want to change to a certain extent.
I'm putting some effort in to better my ways. I've been a lot better. I've been trying to make sure that I have lunches ready so I'm not buying random food. I've been going to Costco quite a bit.
You spent 2,000 hours more than you made last month. You spent 2,000 hours on bullshit. 900 of it was going out to eat. This was literally last month. This is your statements. This is your most recent statements. I'm sorry. I cannot let you give yourself that pat on the back that is not deserved because you're immediately getting that reward that we talked about instead of actually having to put in the work and get a result that takes months of sacrifice.
And that's the hard part for me. All the sacrifice.
That is what you seek. And that is what a lot of the victim mentality people like you seek. And that's why you cry that you're not getting empathy. Dude, you get no benefit when someone just hugs you, cries with you, and then nothing changes. You feel good in the moment. That is it. That is not the conversation we do here. That is not the results that we have seen on the show. People leave here, people get their shit together.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, great. You can keep saying that over and over again. I'm really glad. But that's just, again, like you're using that so that you can get that reward. That's what I'm trying to do. But then you never do any of the actions. You don't get the reward and pat on the back for saying that. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. What I'm trying to figure out is strategies to help fix my ways.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Again, I am glad you came on the show. I am. And I think it takes a brave person to come on the show. When it comes to trying to do strategies, trying to learn strategies, this show is not groundbreaking information. This is chapter 1 of a finance book.
But I think it is a unique show because you get people who are everyday. Like, there are others like me.
Yes, there are. And they've been on the show. You being on the show hopefully gives you a fire under your butt, but did you need to come here to put in any work? It reminds me of I will start working out once I move to this new location and have a life reset. Mm-hmm. You're starting to get your shit together after you come on the show. You didn't need to. You could learn any of this through GPT, through Grok, through Claude, through Google, through YouTube, through TikTok, well, be careful with that one, through books, there's so many resources out there. This is the easiest thing. Personal finance is not complicated. Mm-hmm. Not complicated at all. When it comes to the shit that actually matters. Not at all. So if you're trying to figure things out, why haven't you tried to figure anything out until right now?
Tough love goes a long way. And unfortunately, sometimes I do need that fire under my butt. Mm-hmm. So I figured this would be a great way for me to finally...
Well, you haven't been able to handle it very well so far.
No, but I'm trying. And I'm using that word again.
Yeah, it's your favorite one.
Yes, it is, actually.
Well, I know for a fact you went to a literal financial advisor that tried to help you with budgeting. But then you just
She set me up with an app. Yeah, she set me up with the You Need a Budget app and then kind of sent me on my way.
Well, You Need a Budget's like overly complicated for no reason whatsoever. Yeah. And it has a high learning curve, which is why DollarWise is better in every way whatsoever. It is true.
So I didn't stick with it.
Which is usually what happens with You Need a Budget.
Yeah.
Okay, well, but did she make a budget for you regardless?
No, she kind of gave me the app and then kind of sent me on my way. She's like, well, you can
paid for a financial advisor and she just downloaded an app?
It was on the computer, actually. And so she kind of walked me through all the things I had spent my money on and essentially was like, okay, we need to make sure that we set you up with a budget that eventually kind of targets all the things that you need to hit. And then she told me that I needed to allocate all the things for the budget.
Well, why'd you give up? Yes, I agree. You Need a Budget has way too many learning curves. But you can still do it. We've all done it. It's fine. It's very old school. It's not great, but well, I know. Why?
It was just clunky and kind of confusing and like putting it in every single time.
Sure, but you could have learned. But you were doing the manual version?
I had the app on my phone after I did it on the computer.
I know. Why were you having to implement everything manually?
Because it's like the whole thing where it's like you pay yourself first with all the stuff. Do you need a budget? Yeah, that's the one where it's like pay yourself first with like allocating things. So it's like, oh, look.
Oh, you mean when you were building your categories? You mean just that?
That and like trying to figure out where things went.
Usually you just have to assign it once and then it does it automatically going forward. That's what dollar-wise does. Okay. I mean, the quote from the conversation you had with Colton is, I'm just bad with budgets. It's like, I mean, cope. Like, no, a budget is not
Unfortunately, the way I cope, though, is with food. And that's what's been bad.
Yeah, but you also had miscellaneous spending of $1,000 last month alone. That wasn't food even. So it's not just that. In fact, food was less than that of $900. Still not good. But we know if your income that came in, you spent 35% minimum on bullshit. It's probably closer to 50% once we go through everything.
But then when random things pop up, like car bills.
Always will. And that's not miscellaneous bullshit. It is not going out to eat. A car bill is not.
I never said the car bill wasn't part of the $900.
So what's the point then?
There are other bills that pop up.
Yeah, I didn't complain about those bills.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused. So what's the issue? What are you bringing up?
That also is part of the budget. Or like not the budget, but how much I spent.
Yeah. And if you just spent on that and no bullshit, you would have broken even almost. A couple hundred off. So I'm confused how that's a part of it.
I was just explaining that that's one of the things.
Would you not, in any kind of logic whatsoever, if an expensive thing came up, you'd be like, oh, we can't spend as much on bullshit this month.
Kind of. Because I have to allocate that money towards something else then.
Allocate? You couldn't even tell me how much you spent. So I know you're not doing any allocate. But why would that not be what you did then?
Part of it is what I did.
No. No. If you had a car thing pop up, you did not cut back on your bullshit spending. I have your numbers. That is not what you did. So why didn't you?
I have bad spending habits.
And that's why I'm here.
Yep.
What do you think your financial score is? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Maybe a 4 or a 5.
How?
It's not the worst that it could be because I do pay all my bills on time.
Which is what everyone says who doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
I do pay my bills.
The first statement has late fees almost every month this year.
Is that from April?
Late? What?
Because I was in between jobs earlier
I said
this
late
year.
Fees every month this year. This year. This month alone, September, you were late. What the f are you talking about?
I don't have auto pay set up. So I just pay it as it
the goalposts have been pushed.
Yeah.
What the f are you talking about then? You always pay your shit on time. No, you don't. Objectively, in no way whatsoever do you. What are you talking about? And you're a 5?
What would you rate me?
Well, I have to go through your finances to find out, but I guarantee it ain't a 5. Usually don't get on the show if you're a 5.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So why else do you think you're a 5? Please, you said the number.
I have 2 jobs. I have income coming in. I feel like it would be less if I didn't.
You can make $1 million a month. If you spend $1,100,000 a month, you're just as Sometimes making more money makes you more
Yeah, that lifestyle creep is real.
Yeah. Okay. If you want your Hammer financial score, get it for free. Link in the description below or calebhammer.com. Take the assessment. It only takes a few minutes. You can see where you stand in the world of money, where you're doing great, where you're doing poorly, what you need to fix in order to get to a better spot and how you do it. So take that quiz. And if you don't want to be like a guest who ends up on the show, download the Dollarwise budgeting app. So much easier than you need a budget. And it has basically the same features anyways. It's a lot easier to learn, a lot easier. It learns your shit quicker as well. So check that out, dollarwise.app, link in the description below. Take the free trial to see if you like it. Then if you do, sign up for the annual version because it saves you a lot of money. And when you do, I will personally send you my budget-friendly cookbook signed by me, mailed directly to you. And that only exists for a couple months left, and then it's gone forever.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
Better take advantage of it now and use the insanely improved dollar-wise budgeting app. Let's jump in. So yeah, the one where we're late basically every month this year. Amazon Chase. What's going on?
So I do spend quite a bit of money on like my hobbies and things as well too.
Cricket?
No, actually. Quilting. Very close though.
Very.
I like to quilt. I like stamps. Both those stamps. There's actually going to be a stamp convention coming up next year.
Oh, next year. Yippee.
Stamps are fun. It's a great way to also learn your history. There are a lot of unique stamps out there. They go over historical figures, and a lot of them end up being like collector's items and stuff.
Oh, maybe we just read a book?
I do also like to read, yes.
Maybe we can be satisfied with that?
These are hobbies, though. These are things I enjoy.
I think I just want to be clear. You complained that you didn't have time to meal prep. Die. Hobbies? F you. Die.
I do have hobbies like
F you. Die.
No.
If you can cry about how you work hard and you don't have time to do shit and take care of yourself, f you. Hobbies. You wouldn't have time for that if you are pushed to your fucking limit. I know you're not at 48 hours a week. At 28, by the way, you're not 60. So I don't want to hear it. Time for hobbies? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you possibly talking about, time for hobbies? You got some people's sympathy, and it's immediately gone. Hobbies. Die.
I do have hobbies.
You!
How else do you think I de-stress from work?
De-stress from work? You're going to be stressed forever because you're in unlimited debt. You're putting pressure on your body by consuming fast food every day, and then you won't meal prep, but you have time for hobbies? Die!
Shit, the way things are going, maybe I will.
Oh, come on. See, what is that? What the fuck is that?
You're the one telling me to die.
Not actually. You know not actually. Don't be stupid.
I'm not being stupid. I'm telling you right now, one of the ways I de-stress from work.
You cried because, TikTok mental health diagnoses. I don't have time to meal prep. And here she goes. The cries are starting once more.
Of course the cries are starting. I'm an emotional bitch.
Oh, yeah, well, bitch for sure. The thing is, you have time. You're doing hobbies. Cope and seethe. Cope and seethe. Mental health. Don't have time.
Really healthy. That's a really healthy way to cope. I understand.
What?
Seething?
What?
Holding on to all that anger?
No, I said you're coping seething right now, dude. You are just endless coping and making excuses for, in reality, you just want to do your hobbies.
I do want to do my hobbies.
You just want to do your hobbies. That's what, it's not your mental health holding you back. Everyone has mental health problems. Welcome to America 2025, baby. Let's go. We live life. We get our shit done and did. You got TikTok mental diagnosed. I'm proud of you. Then you got your blue hair. Woo woo. You moved to Portland. Everyone enabled you. Everything's great. And now you're using that as the reason why you can't get your shit together. When you're spending money and time on hobbies instead of actually getting your shit together, you can cook. You can meal prep. You can warm things up. You can work more hours if you even need to, which I don't even think you need to. Your spending is just out of control. Your behavior is out of control. And your view and outlook on victimhood is out of control. What are we doing? Where's the stamp convention?
Boston.
Oh, what are you on about? You're not going to Boston.
Probably not.
Good.
Yeah.
Can't afford that. I mean, you told Colton you had to buy the hotel before it sells out, so I hope you're not just saying that for the camera right now.
No, I actually probably won't be going.
Why? Probably is not definite.
No, Pete can't get PTO at work.
Good. This is not an ad. I actually need your help with something cool I'm trying to build. Financial Audit has gotten pretty dang big over the past few years. I went from filming on my kitchen table in my condo to renting out an entire office with multiple sets, a shit ton of full-time employees, and some big-time sponsors. Now, how? I dialed in the exact formula for making videos that gets hundreds of thousands of views every single time. From thumbnails and trailers to editing and audio, we've got this whole YouTube thing down to a science. And the thing about science is it's meant to be taught. In fact, I've been thinking about doing a little YouTuber Academy for a while now, but I need your help first. If this is something that you're actually interested in, can you fill out the form linked below? It only takes about a minute and it'll let me know what I should actually include in the Academy. So fill it out and stay tuned. Honestly, it'd help me out and I want to help the next generation as well. So if you want to be included, just feel free. Starbucks is bullshit. and a waste of money, and you already know that by making your coffee at home and investing the rest. So now you need to do that with your energy drink as well. Make Gamer Subs at home for just 40 cents a serving. And honestly, it literally tastes better. And we proved this accidentally via a blind taste test in our Hammer Elite show, Fat and Fatter.
The #1 ranked energy drink is Gamer Subs.
Literally, the cherry flavor is insane.
Listen, you can also get free samples to see if you like it, or 10% off your order at gamersubs.gg, or click that link in the description below. Type in code Caleb. I just need you to work. I mean, PTO is fine, but why can't you get PTO?
It's actually very limited. We don't, you earn PTO per paycheck, so you get about 2 to 3 hours per paycheck.
Welcome to jobs.
Yeah. But then they also go based off of seniority on what times you get off.
How long have you had this?
I've had this job since April.
Okay, so not very much senior.
No, definitely not a lot of seniority there.
Just senior hobbies.
Yeah. So especially in months as it gets warmer, May, March, and all that, a lot of times people will have kids and stuff, and so their kids will have spring break and everything. And so it comes to be that people will take the time off based on seniority. And so I won't get that time off.
Well, good, because it would enable you to spend a shit ton on a hotel and travel and convention and stamps and bullshit. So, good. I'm glad you can. Normally, I wouldn't be glad that people can't get PTO, but it seems if you do, it just means you spend all your money and don't take care of your shit. Okay. So what's going on in this card right now, though?
Which one are you looking at?
The Amazon Chase card.
So I do buy things on Amazon as well, too, just because it is more convenient.
Sure.
And so by the time I get out of work some days,
aren't you making your payment?
I make the minimum payments.
No.
The minimum payment?
Correct.
I do make the minimum payment.
No. You do not. In fact, you're over the limit by $257.44. No. How long do you think this takes to pay off if you do not purchase and you only make your minimum payments on time? You don't do any of that, by the way, but how long do you think it takes to pay off?
Couple of years at least.
Couple, yeah, 20.
20 years?
Uh-huh.
To pay it all off?
Uh-huh. If you make your minimum payment, you don't. On time, you don't. And you don't purchase, you do. So, 50 years, 70 years based on this. I mean, you're over the limit.
Because of the interest rates?
Yeah, it's the interest rate. And you're not making payments. And you purchasing. And late. Dude, okay. Why the f would you purchase $216.30 on a card you cannot pay off and you can't even make a minimum payment on time? Why? Why would you purchase on this? Well, so she could put her money in savings, I guess. So she could pay 30% on it. Right?
Something similar to that.
No, why would you purchase on here? Come on.
Because that's my kind of last resort when I don't have enough money. Yeah, well, when I buy
you're just buying things on Amazon. No.
Not always just on Amazon.
Okay, well,
some of it's also gas and stuff too.
$47.65 of fees. Cash advance was the $216. It wasn't even spending. Then interest $161. Oh no. Yeah, you Venmoed. You Venmoed from your credit card. You Venmoed from your credit card. Venmoing from a credit card. You're the first one to do that on the show.
Oh, wow.
4 filmings a week, 3 uploads, 3.5 years. First one ever.
Setting precedents.
Yeah, I would have tears for that one, unlike everything else that has come before this. Because that's actually... Yeah, it's at a 26.49% interest rate. What the f*** are you Venmoing out for? Huh? Late, there it is, $39. Late transaction fee as well. There's for your Venmo. So not only are you paying interest and cash advance, you're also getting the transaction fee. $1,500 of interest this year so far. By the end of the year, it's going to be $2,000 minimum, $2,250. Late fees every single month. What are we doing? Why are you Venmoing from a credit card? No one does this. Nobody does this.
Happens more often than you think.
Oh, I see the worst of the worst, lady.
Yeah.
I guess Portland is the worst of the worst. Again, could be top tier city by every metric whatsoever. It really could be and should be, but literal they're running it. But Okay. So I guess, yeah, you might be surrounded by people who are because, again, that makes sense.
I don't have excuses for my behavior.
And
I'm not going to
excuses,
lie.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I just want to know why you were Venmoing on a credit card. You weren't able to answer that. Your answer was other people do it.
I don't even know
Why'd
how
you
much I
Venmo from
Venmoed.
a credit card? Okay, it was $216.30.
Do you want me to pull out my Venmo thing up to figure it out?
don't know?
No, I don't know.
That's a shit ton of money. I know my Venmos.
I'm not sure what I Venmoed, to be honest.
Pull up your Venmo for me. Let's take a little peeky. You told Colton you often Venmo for rent.
Yes. My landlord prefers I Venmo for rent.
But you Venmo via credit card. So not only are you using a credit card for rent, which is usually, except for Built, I think. But then you put it through PayPal or Venmo, which cash advances you higher interest, higher fees with transaction fees. May I see?
Was it for... Yeah.
May I
Go
see?
ahead.
I'm not going to screen record because there's too many names, but... oh, shit. You're Venmo now. $1,800 there, $20 there, $55 there, $10 at fuck. $1,800.
That's my rent.
What? But you did it within 2 days? No,
Deposit?
never mind. Chunky 216. Here it is, 216.30. It's this one. It's for Pizza House. Emoji is Pizza House. It
Who's it
is
sent to?
a pizza and a house.
Oh, so that's part of the rent thing. That was
And
my old
pizza?
landlord. No, I just send random emojis for stuff.
Well, that helps us track.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Let's look at your Amazon while we're here, shall we? If we're on the Amazon cart, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have something in the cart. What do we have? Oversized RN badge. Work doesn't provide?
No.
Okay. It's fine. You make good money, and that's not like the most expensive thing in the world. Happy Light Lucent.
Yeah, I got a Happy Light.
You chose to live there
I did.
in Depression Land.
Yep. So I take vitamin D and I use a Happy Lamp.
Fabric Water Shield, Runs Women's Sports thing, Express Brow Ultra Slim.
Makeup?
Come on. What are we doing? Ramen. It's fine. It ain't the cheap kind, but charging. That case right there for your watch.
Mm-hmm.
Booty things to put around your booty.
Oh, the
More
slimwear
cords,
thing.
lots
I
of
did return it,
slimwear
though.
things.
Yep.
Um,
Because the sizing
one
was
was
wrong,
started,
so I returned
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Hair brushes, plant-based electrolytes. I don't know why it has to be plant-based, but okay, I think isn't everything in the end.
Oh, that was because
Magnesium
it came with my
oil
FSA.
spray, Biflex
Yeah.
triple point joint. See, this kind of confirms kind of how I defined how you do things. Like, I think you got the reward center part of your brain went, well, yippee, I'm making progress by purchasing gym stuff. And instead
A lot
of
of
the
that
actual
stuff in the later
effort.
half are things that went with my FSA, though.
Lots of things that you
so a
put
lot of
on
like
your
the health-based
skins and stuff.
Yeah, so all that came
Lots
from
of
my
ointments
FSA.
and moist skin, moleskin strips and hydraulic bullshit, gel, pop sock. Come on. This is so much hot sauce. You're getting so much shit. Sexy women's signature bra. Wow. How's that Portland dating market?
Very bad.
You slapping flaps or riding some
How
dong?
did you know? Not doing either currently. Very single.
But you're a flap slapper.
I'm bi.
Oh.
Yes.
We're
Blue
like
hair
a bi
didn't give
queen.
it away? Come on
Huh?
now. I'm unique.
Trust me, you are not unique. We just know to avoid you.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Just takes one hookup with you and you're canceled online.
Oop.
Come on. Trust me, every guy on Hinge in Portland knows that. T-app, life ruined. Luckily, it's been banned from the App Store because it was literally an insane, degenerate fest of doxing and horrendous lies from people like you.
From the T app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, there were some okay things on your Amazon spending, but you're definitely overspending by far. You're getting a lot of shit. You're just buying shit. Woo, Sapphire Preferred.
Yes.
What's going on?
That's the one I used to travel on. So
Why the f are you traveling if you're trying to get your shit together?
I haven't traveled in a long
How
time.
are the tears still coming? How is this?
I'm
How is
just
this possible?
emotional.
Okay, because I didn't
Once
even
it
said
starts, it's
anything
hard to
bad.
stop.
And by the way, I did give lots of roast at the beginning. It should be clarified. I got promotion, didn't I?
You did.
I did.
You did.
So she's a good sport. She's having fun.
I'm being a good sport. I'm just emotional.
I know. That's okay. We know where you live. Okay, so traveling.
Yes.
Not to the poop fest.
No, not to the poop fest.
That's good.
Not my gig. Not my usual.
Well,
I used to travel quite a bit. And so I ended up racking up quite a bit of money on there.
you spent $32.99.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're over your limit by hundreds of dollars. $377.55. Past due $194. Okay, minimum payment $194. What did you do? Wait, just why is never anything on time? When you bragged about it being on time, by the way. Why?
Honestly, because I forget about them.
Auto pay, calendar, set a reminder. Or is it because we have mental health issues?
Kind of a mix of everything.
No, it's because you're irresponsible.
I am irresponsible.
And it's because you're not taking any effort to get your shit together. Please, come on. That is what it is. Make sure things fuck you. It is your responsibility, and you're just not doing anything. You could set up a reminder. It takes 5 seconds to set up a reminder. Okay? Okay, I don't remember when to give my dogs their, monthly heartworm prevention, tick prevention medicine. So I set a reminder. Because there's no minimum payments on someone taking a pill. So I set a reminder. I said, remind me every month on this day. Thank you. And Siri's like, oh, I didn't hear you and I didn't understand you because I'm the worst program ever created in the history of smart intelligence.
Or because you're yelling at it.
And then 10 more, nope. And then 10 more tries and eventually she gets it. And then she reminds me once a month. Why can't you do that? Why can't you take literally 5 seconds of your time?
Because it's hard to come to terms with it all. Because it's a lot.
It is. It's easier to stick your head in the sand and not acknowledge what's going on around you. It is, but it comes to bite you.
It does. And it's been biting me in the ass.
Oh, so why aren't you dating? Speaking of biting in the ass.
Oh, it's hard to date, and I'm kind of a mess.
Yes,
it's not obvious.
That's true.
No,
It's not hard to date. I'd say it's actually very easy to date.
No, it's actually pretty hard to date.
No.
It's hard to meet people, and yeah, it is.
No.
And I'm not someone who gets asked out a lot. Why am I getting so emotional over this?
Well, I don't know. You're emotional over everything. Here's the fact. You are a bi woman. You got the thickness. Lesbians love that shit.
Portland's also very big on the ethical non-monogamy thing, and I prefer monogamy.
Well, sure, but slaps and flaps while you're waiting, right?
It's not really that easy.
Listen, I'm not.
Have you ever seen a woman before?
Yes.
What are you?
Selfish.
Okay.
It is. Listen, I am not a 10 out of 10 by any means whatsoever. And I've lost a little weight, but I've been fat for a while. I've never struggled. Before this platform, I've never struggled. If you actually put in a little bit of work, it is not hard to meet people. When people fall back on the incel shit these days, femcel shit.
Because I'm also not really
not
looking.
Well, there you go. That would do it.
Because I'm not making an effort to try and date.
That would do it.
Yeah. And
Same with your finances. If you don't do an effort, nothing's going to happen. You're sticking your head in the sand for dating.
I'm not trying to date, though. That's not one of my biggest things in life.
Okay, well, that's fine. You just told me you weren't dating, but then you made it sound like it was all sad, like you weren't getting picked. Yeah,
No.
okay. Listen, I'm not the top end of the pick scale anyway, but you can get people your type if you put in the work. Dude, if you went out to the bars and you go to a les bar, cold approach, have some fun. Dude,
see what happens?
You're tonguing that shit. You're tonguing that shit within the hour. U-Haul pulling up 2 weeks later.
Oh. Shit, maybe.
Yeah, in Portland especially. Come on. Gay. Austin, Portland. Keep both cities weird. We came up with it first, but very gay
Sister cities, love it.
Very gay cities. You got the fun one, then you got the heroin one. And
I'm sure Austin's got its own fair share of problems.
We have a homeless issue downtown and a DA who doesn't prosecute crime and lets criminals back out on the street.
There you go.
Yeah. He learned that from Portland.
Oh.
He's great. We love
Blame
DA.
it on Portland then.
Let's bring Aaron in, shall we? Oh, here we go. Well, if it isn't our lesbian correspondent.
I'm dead.
I think we need a lesbian score.
Oh no.
So she's going to ask a variety of questions as our resident
You're trying to hurt my
correspondent.
feelings.
No.
Okay.
No.
What, was it bad to be gay?
No. A lesbian score? I don't want to get judged negative. Why am I getting
Whole time,
so
by the way,
emotional?
she's not actually hurt.
It's not you. It's not. Yeah, I'm just emotional.
Okay.
Kind of broken.
Okay. Well,
All right.
So if you want,
could be
All
gay
right.
with that already. What kind of car do you drive?
2015 Nissan Rogue Select. Yeah, it's not very gay. It's not a Subaru.
It's ethnic. How many? Do you have any pets?
No.
Okay. What kind of music do you like?
Folk, pop, kind of alternative.
Give me a pop artist.
Let's go with Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't
Well-
go wrong with her.
Yeah.
With folk, it's more like Noah Kahan. Oh, you know who I did see? Lord. Loved seeing her.
Kind of gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
See? Yeah.
2 out of 10.
Yeah.
wow,
Elizabeth.
2 out of 10.
out of
Fun
10.
fact, she's 50-50.
Really?
She's
Yeah.
a bi queen. If you want your lesbian score, see where you stand in the world of lesbianism,
Oh,
get
Lord.
yours at calebhammer.com/lesbian. See where you need to become more lesbian and less. We will give you that score after you take the assessment. It is free. calebhammer.com/lesbian. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you're traveling all over the time. This is just Ireland, Scotland, Japan, Italy, England, Amsterdam, even India. Why would you go to India?
It was a family trip
Why would they go to India?
because my family's brown.
I don't know if that's a good enough reason.
I mean, because we haven't seen family in a while and we haven't gone since pre-COVID.
You just went to New Orleans.
Yeah. But I went with my family in India.
Huh? No, I just said you went to New Orleans.
I did go to New Orleans.
What does that have to do with India?
Oh, no, I just assumed it was continuing on the thought of why I went to India.
Well, so you just went to India before COVID? It's only a few years ago.
Yeah. And so
And I'm sure
I
they're
just
brewing
went
like
back.
30 more COVIDs in one diner there
Yeah.
on the street.
Well, all right.
Well, listen, I'm not the one who puts my foot in
That's North
a
Indians.
meal.
South Indians are a little different.
We are racist towards North Indians, aren't we? I actually didn't know, but
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay. And you fly back and forth between Chicago and Portland just endlessly. Every other month.
Every couple months. Yeah.
Come on. Well, that's every other month.
Because I do miss my family and I want to see them.
But I agree. And I want you to do that. But you don't get to have the fun lifestyle you're having every single day and also get to do that. You're going to have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
And if you want to pay off that, you have to pick that too. That has to be sacrificed in here somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't do everything you want to do. You can't.
And that's the hard part because I don't want to give it all up.
But you have to give up
I
minimum
know.
something.
Yeah.
You have to. You have a family trip planned for this winter, and we're basically already in it. And you're paying for your sisters.
Yeah.
What, they didn't go into tech or a doctor?
No. Public health. And then one of them's in high school. So she's not really paying for shit either.
Parents can't? If she's in high school, this is not your kid.
Well, I don't want to burden my parents with that extra
Why?
stuff.
They're your parents. They've been adults longer.
Yeah, but it's different with my sisters. And there's like a responsibility when you're like the eldest where like you have to help take care of the family. And so I'm helping taking care of my family that way.
Okay, so yeah, again, minimum monthly payment on here, $194, and then $6,177.55. Also, if this is your first financial audit, I'm racist and sexist and homophobic towards everyone for fun, including myself. That's how we do it here because this is, in fact, a finance show. We have fun here. We goon hard. I got permission from her to be.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't had an Indian in a while, so I've just been bottling
He
it
was
up.
telling me that I'm like the
I've
first
just been
Indian in a
bottling-
minute.
In a
Yeah.
minute. I mean, I get Asians all the time. I get lesbians. I get gays. I get all the
Yeah.
fun things. So
But now this is like a mix of it all.
I know. I've
Yeah.
been bottling up all my Indian.
The straight white man in you is going crazy.
So 25% native. I got the feather, bitch.
Oh, okay.
I got the feather. You got the dot.
Love it.
Okay. And yeah, we got fees and interest. It's for Alta. All this for Alta? Come on.
How much should I spend at Ulta?
$32.99. Can't afford that, but then you don't pay your payment. You've been late every month this year so far. Again, $1,192 on interest, $250 on late fees. What the f are we doing? This whole year's been, you've been making money for a while now. Why not at least these last few months doing okay?
Gotta do it for the makeup.
I mean, no. You could get your shit together and do Indian men go for failures?
Not so far.
No, usually not, I would say.
No.
I think they kind of go for the winners,
People who
right?
have their shit together. Yeah.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
And trust me, they like their women. I see them and their 10 kids every day at Costco. It's like, those free sample lines are getting long.
They are.
They are. So I know, like, they're looking, but they don't go for this.
Yeah.
This is something an Indian will not settle down with.
No.
Again, doctors and engineers we're talking. Right? They're not looking for the failure.
No.
So that'd be my first part of dating advice, I guess. PayPal credit, what's going on?
That kind of became kind of my like last resort for a while because
I've already heard you say that.
Here's why I'm explaining it though. I was in between jobs earlier this year, and so it was kind of hard to pay for things.
Why are you in between jobs?
This was in April. So I decided
Why?
I decided to stop travel nursing. And so I was doing local travel.
Decided to.
Yes.
Why'd you decide to?
Because I wanted to set down roots in Portland.
Well, that's great, but couldn't you travel nurse until you got something?
Not really. Because there's different rules. If you want to stay in Portland, you can only do it for about a year. And then
So you had a year to find a job. That would have been fine. Why'd you have to quit?
Because, I did the year and then decided that I did want to actually stay in Portland.
If you want to land a high-paying job but don't have experience or a degree, then you need to learn about Course Careers. It is the easiest way to land the high-paying career that you've been dreaming of. I've done financial audits for hundreds of people, and what I've learned is that the single biggest factor someone can take to improve their life is getting a higher-paying job. And that is why I've been such a huge promoter and even an investor in Course Careers. The way it works is you simply go through an affordable online course to start a new high-paying career path. They teach many different in-demand jobs ranging from technology sales to accounting, construction project management, the trades like electrician, plumbing, HVAC, supply chain, and many others that can be done remotely. And the coolest part about Course Careers is their platform works for people who don't have any previous experience or degrees. Their courses teach you everything you need to know to land your first entry-level job. And they have a 100% free introductory course for each career that teaches you all about what the job is like, how much money you'd make, and how exactly to land your first job with starting from scratch. Click the link below to sign up for one of their free courses today. Want to know a dirty little secret? And no, I'm not starting an only. You're not broke because you suck with money. You just can't see where it's going. If your bank account is empty at the end of every month, that is not bad luck, that is bad tracking. And it's exactly why I use DollarWise. It shows you exactly where your money's going every single month. Spending, subscriptions, and savings all in one simple dashboard. Everything you need and nothing you don't. And when you download DollarWise today, you'll get to try it for free, plus 3 months for just $9.99. So you can finally take control and see what your money's been doing behind your back. Click below to get started.
And so then I did local
when did you
travel.
decide that you wanted to stay in Portland before you quit? How long?
At the end, because I was like,
At the end?
Well, here's the thing. I've done a lot of places in Oregon. So when I started travel nursing, I did St. Louis at first and then decided I wanted to leave the Midwest. And so then I went to
St. Louis. My goodness, I couldn't think of a worse city anywhere in the country.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And so then I decided I wanted to try Oregon and Washington. And so then I did an assignment for about 9 months to a year in Vancouver, Washington. And then in Oregon, I did Newberg, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, and then I did Salem. Did I go anywhere else? And
so
then
you
I
only decided on the last day to stay?
Kind of. So then so I went to Tacoma afterward. And so in Tacoma, I did a full 9 months and then decided that I wanted to go back to Portland. But by then, I had already hit my year quota. So I can't do travel nursing again in Oregon because of tax reasons.
Why didn't you get another just part-time job?
I did local travel.
Oh, you did? Then what was the issue?
But then here's the thing. They cancel you. They cancel you a lot when you do local travel.
Yeah, but you still were bringing in money.
And I had my other job.
You cut back the life.
Yeah.
So what was the issue? Because you would cut back lifestyle for a couple months.
And I did that for a little bit. But that lifestyle creep is real. And
Well, that's when you got your job again.
Yeah. Well, that was in April. after a couple months.
Yeah, but again, you weren't jobless. You had money coming in. You just cut back on lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. Wait, so this logic doesn't make any sense anymore. The excuse doesn't make sense.
I'm explaining it, though. I'm not making an excuse. I'm explaining what happened. It's hard to let go of old habits. And so the money was coming in, but I was overspending.
Okay, I guess. Sure. You're confident you want to stay. Oh. What?
Because here's the thing. I could go back to Chicago.
Sure.
And so it's kind of one of those things where it's like I've been weighing the pros and cons because I could stay in Portland and continue to work, or I could make what you call the sacrifice and go back to Chicago. So I'd be living at home.
I can make Portland work. You just have to literally sacrifice.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll let you use the Fizz card. It's a debit card that builds credit. You can't spend more than your checking account because that's what we know you with. So I'll get you set up with that. Shit, you actually don't need a course career certification. I like gifting it to every guest on the show, but you're already in your career field. You can gift it to a friend. Or if you want to get certified in something and then you can get a good part-time job on the side that makes more than your other part-time job, then maybe we can do that. But who knows? Okay, in this PayPal credit, we have a balance of $4,120.18 with a minimum due payment of usually $90, but you're past due, so $180. 15 years to pay off with minimum due payments only, no purchasing, but, well, you didn't purchase, but late fees up the butt and interest like crazy. Yeah, late fee right there. 41. Oh my gosh. Dude, total fees this year so far, $841 on this card. $841. That's not even possible. What was that? That has to be cash advances. That has to be a lot of shit. Over the limit, payment penalties or something. No, because late fees don't add up to that this year. That's not possible. It's not possible. Almost $900 in fees? How?
I'm not
what
sure.
happened? Oh my
I assumed
fuck.
it was the late fees and the interest.
It can't be with $41. No, interest is interest. These are just fees. You had interest, $921. Something separate, completely separate.
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, it's at a 28.24% interest rate. That's not better than your savings. Well, another reason you're debating moving, I guess, is you miss your family and one of your best friends is moving. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that is harder,
Yeah.
especially if you're not getting any, you know? So what are we doing?
Exactly. I've got real no ties to.
Are you a flaps slayer in Chicago?
Not really. Yeah.
But you've never tried.
I don't give dating an effort as much anymore.
When was the last time you...
Well, I had a situationship a while back.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
What was that?
This was maybe a month and a half ago.
Oh, come on. That's not that bad.
Well, it was very short term.
Well, how short?
It was like 3 months.
But you had... What? That's
Yeah.
What?
I asked if the person wanted a relationship. They said
To
no.
Brandon, that's practically marriage.
You know, you'd think. So I asked them if they wanted a relationship. They said no.
Why?
So then I was like, that was my question. So I was like, oh, like, why not? And they were like, oh, I don't see a future with you. So I was like, then I'm wasting my time.
Well,
yeah.
that's not what you like to hear.
Yeah, then I'm wasting my time, I think. So
Yeah, I
then
agree.
I broke it off.
Fair enough. Guy, girl?
Guy.
Okay. Indian?
No. White.
Racist?
I didn't think so.
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm
Picking
Hey.
the whites?
Hey, you know what? It's Portland. Portland's very white.
It is the lowest density of black people in a major city in the
Yeah.
United States.
It's very white. So it's kind of hard.
In a major metro. Upgrade. It is interesting. The more white the city, the more they seem to implement policies that seem very like, yippee, this is great. This is
And then
what
it
sounds
comes
so
and
good.
falls
And then
back
it,
at the thing. Yeah.
Same thing with San Francisco. At least San Francisco's starting to learn. Okay, what is this? So you have a balance with Upgrade.
So those are probably from the flights.
$316.
Flights to Chicago.
So you just minimum monthly payment everything. Do you ever pay for anything ever?
Sometimes.
When? I guess we haven't
some of the
gotten to your
flights,
checking account,
yeah.
but you're just financing everything. Then Affirm, we also have and your minimum payment on there is $58.35. Then your Affirm is $250. What are you affirming? General merchandise, booking.com, hotel?
No, probably flights.
Oh, for fuck's sake. To what this time?
To Chicago.
This was also another flight to Chicago. So you're
Yeah.
just financing Chicago every other month.
Yeah, essentially.
Why? Dude, you don't make bad money. I know Portland's expensive, but you do not make bad money.
I don't, but I make back decisions.
Uh-huh. Great. Pull up your Affirm.
Sorry, it's got the dual verification thing. So it keeps saying they texted me a code, but it's not going through.
Okay, well, shit. I mean, I don't know. Affirm, I want to see what else you've been doing on Affirm, because you're financing everything left and right. It's deeply concerning. Okay, student loans. Looks like this is federal.
Yeah.
What? $81,540? How?
That's under my dad's Parent Plus loan that I'm also paying.
Well, huh? No,
Yeah.
this is your dad's.
So there's a Parent Plus loan and then there's my student loans.
All in this? Or is this just yours?
That's just my dad's.
This is your dad's?
Yeah. The Parent Plus loan.
Then you have more.
Yes.
So your dad has $81,540.
Because he took those loans under my name. Yeah.
Under your name?
Well, not under my name. My bad.
You're not on the Parent Plus, though.
No. I'm helping paying it because it's for my student loans that I had.
How many kids do they have?
Three total.
What the fuck? Are they doing this for everyone? This is insanity.
No.
Why? Why'd they do this?
Pay for school.
But it's nursing.
Yeah.
Nursing, you can community college. Nursing does not have to be this expensive.
For good
Could've done this
BSN programs.
Shut the fuck up. Nursing you can get from anywhere and do so well.
You have to remember, it used to be really hard to get nursing jobs. Before pre-pandemic, people were very picky. So if you had certain schools...
Wait, I don't think that's actually true. I was following. That's not true.
No, because if they saw that you went to certain schools, they were more likely to choose you based on your resume. So there were certain schools that they would choose.
Dude, anyone could go nursing anywhere. Yes, COVID blew it up for sure.
Yeah.
But
then you also need to consider an ADN program.
Nursing has been an underemployed, needed employee industry for a long time. A long time.
They're still picky though, especially for internships and fellowships and stuff. Well,
internships and fellowships. I don't care about that.
But fellowships and stuff, like residencies, they're very picky about.
You're doing nursing.
Yeah, but you have to have residencies for certain programs because you're a brand new nurse.
What program are you doing?
No, well, I did surgical tele during the pandemic, so it didn't count for me. I didn't have to do a residency because they were desperate for people.
So I don't give a
So pre-pandemic, they were very picky. So it was very hard to get a job.
Certain specialties, I'm sure, but just general nursing.
For most specialties, it was because they had to train you from the beginning.
You didn't have to do specialty.
Yeah, med-surg is a specialty.
Huh?
Med-surg.
Yeah, but why are you doing that specifically?
Because that's the easiest one to get into.
You just want to get into, and then you went in and then you put debt of $81,540 on your dad.
Yeah, but that was pre-pandemic before the.
But you didn't need this specialty.
Happened.
Nursing, my mom did.
Because there's also a difference between an ADN and BSN. Certain hospitals don't hire people unless you have a BSN.
You could have got nursing community college and you would have made good money. Simple as that. I know for a fact. My family is nursing industry to the core. Cousins, all this shit. None of them went to anywhere that's been known. It was all community college. And they make great money. They've always made great money. This is a cope to do something you wanted to do at a place you wanted to go.
Well, I was also commuting.
I'm sure it was a little more picky, but it's
yeah.
still been a hyper in-demand job that's been underemployed for a long time now.
Because it was the school that my cousin went to, so my parents wanted me to go.
Well, there you go. Well, your parents wanted to go. So then why should you pay this if your parents pushed you to go and he decided to take out the debt in order to make that happen? Why should you pay it then?
Because it was for me.
Yeah, but he pushed you to go to that school.
Yeah, but it was still for me that he took it out.
Doesn't matter. He pushed you to go to that school.
Yeah.
If he's advocating and pushing hard for you to do that, and he takes out a loan for that, why would you have to pay that back?
Probably guilt more than anything.
So he's guilting you?
Not necessarily, but I was putting more guilt on myself.
I mean, $499 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're on a 20-year plan, I guess, which is insane. Then are these your student loans?
Those are my student loans.
Okay, great. So for nursing, which there's no other cheaper way to do this and still get a job, especially pre-pandemic, you went $106,000 into student loan debt total.
Yeah.
Because you also owe $25,214.53. What the
Yeah. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, so much.
No, this is ridiculous. You did not need to do all this. This was not required for you to go to nursing.
But when you're 17 and you don't know what you're doing, you listen to the adults in your life.
I know, which is why I don't understand why you should pay that back. From a moral perspective.
From a moral perspective, but also you need to understand,
your dad's. Yours, yes. Yours, yes.
Like it's like the personal
Why do you feel the
guilt
guilt when they're the one that pushed you?
Because I feel like I should be at a better place in my life where I should be able to pay it back.
Well, I agree with that, but why would you? I don't want
Because the logic was always, okay, she'll get a better job and then she can help pay it back.
Dude, if you were pushing hard for a school and they borrowed money in a Parent Plus to get you there, yes, I'd be like, pay it back.
Yeah.
He pushed you to go to that school and he borrowed to make that happen.
But I also wanted to go to that school. Because
okay.
Because I was 17.
Okay.
They were telling me, hey,
Well,
this
exactly,
is a great
they were
school.
telling you.
Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll go to that school. Sure.
$230.44 is your monthly payment on this. Is that all your debt?
Yes.
You have no car debt, no vehicle debts?
No.
How are you f***ing this up? The student loan thing is hard. Nothing else is required here that you have.
Yeah.
There is no reason that you have all the rest of this debt. There is no reason. You've just lifestyle dumbassery. $351 in this checking account.
So that's the one that I use for my employee health job.
Okay. Why do you need it per job? Okay.
I made it specific just because it was just easier in my head because the main account that I do for my full-time job is where all the bills come out of. And so it just made sense
But look
in my
at your
head.
spending on here. This is absolutely insane. What's the point of this other job if it's all just spent on bullshit anyway? World Market, New Seasons Market, Asylum Spirits, Burgerville, Softy, I don't know. Going in and getting some bullshit. Cheese crack. Class Pass Monthly, Amazon, going and getting some bullshit, Papa Hayden, Joe Bar, Amazon, Starbucks, Puppy Chulos, Glass Pass, Missed Class, Nordstrom Rack, going and getting some bullshit, getting some bullshit. Canteen, I think it's like vending machine or like the food mart at your work.
Mm-hmm.
Stopping in, getting some bullshit, or go to a restaurant, Fashion Nova, Relax Wellness, Black Salt Nails, DoorDash and Taco Bell, Starbucks, Affirm, which were up for $435, rejected. Also, you can spend bullshit every day of your life. Unacceptable, immature child. When you tell me at the beginning of the conversation that you've been trying as a way to get out of any kind of pushback or that's why I'm here, you look at this spending. 2 pages of bullshit spending and then having a payment you tried to make rejected. Rejected. That's not mental health.
No, it's just...
That's not tired at work. That's you bullshit. This account down from $1,774 to $974. This is our bills account.
Yes.
Okay, bills account, which is why we're getting Starbucks, Amazon, Taco Bell, vending machine again, Michael's, bullshit, Walgreens, Patreon. Who are you subscribed to on Patreon?
That was just a Patreon thing for this local hobby person that I follow.
Local hobby person. I guarantee you it's not as good as Hammer Elite. We provide more value than anyone. That's why we're number 1 on YouTube for a reason. Literally. Home Depot. Yeah, you just went and got a drink. It was like $2.69. Like, what the f*** are you doing? You stop in and get a snack from Home Depot? Amazon, Spotify, Starbucks, Amazon. Go in and get some bullshit. Medallon Cafe, White Oak, Boo, Vancouver, Elevate Night, Taco Bell, Auschwitz? No, Aztec Willie's. Mad Sass Soap, Village Cheer. What? Bills account my ass. Venmo out money. Amazon, DoorDash, and Taco Bell. Thirsty Lion. Walgreens. Bullshit. Alaska Recreation. Vending machine. You. What are you getting at the vending machine? You. What are you getting? You.
A variety of items.
What?
Usually snacks.
Pack. Costco. I know you like to go to Costco. I see it.
I do.
So get them in bulk. Bring them to work. You tit. REI. Costco. But you're getting bullshit at Costco. $3.02. You're glizzing it up. You're just like, ugh. These are the only glizzies I can get in my life. So, ugh. Trader Joe. Going in and getting some bullshit. Vending machine. Starbucks. Amazon. Bullshit. Pizza Hut. Jack Pocket again. Bullshit. Sweetie D. Churn. Oh, it keeps going, you fuck. And you tell me it's your mental health. What the fuck are we doing? What a cope. What a Portland blue-haired cope. Powell's Burns. Starbucks, PayPal, Amazon, United. Skip lagged. Amazon, More canteen. Affirm, Zell, Zell. Go buy some Chipotle. Go get something to eat. That's what they say under Affirm, or under your Zells, by the way. Spotify, PayPal, and another Spotify. You're paying for 2 Spotifys.
I am, for my sister and then myself.
Tell her to off.
She's 18.
I don't give a she has parents. She's 18, she can get her job. Fuck off. Family tendency of being horrendous. She's 18, she can get a job. I had a job at 18. What the Come on. I'm not like this crazy, like fucking like, yeah, look at me. Going in, I'm working, making my hands. Look, you got soft hands. That's not me.
What kind of a job are you doing?
I'm saying that's not me. I'm not that guy. I'm not like, I'm a blue collar worker getting up at the break of dawn working 40 hours a damn day. That's not me. But I was working at 17.
I was too. Yeah.
Well, then your sister should too. Negative $7.07 in this account. That's incredible. What the What is your life? $4,700 in this investing account, so dramatically behind in retirement. This should be budgetable. This should be in every way possible budgetable if you're not a moron. Well, let's see. Let's find out. Okay, minimum monthly payments. Got your Amazon card, usually $100. You got your Sapphire card, usually $194. PayPal credit, usually $90. You got to catch up on all these. Upgrade, $58.35. Affirm, $38.3. Student loans, $230.44. Okay, I'm okay with you paying his back. Can we call them and ask if you can temporarily not be the person paying on them?
Yeah.
Okay, then your required minimum monthly payments will be $701.49 with your student loans, with everything else, okay? $5,400 is your income. What's your rent?
$1,800.
Utilities, internet,
Included.
gas, electric,
All included.
all that is included? There you go. See, Portland, not that bad. Phone bill.
I think $20. I usually just send it to my dad.
Oh, you're paying. If you ever have to get on your own line, and T-Mobile is good there. I know it is in Chicago, but use Helium for $15 a month. Okay, gas, vroom, vroom, drive.
I used to spend more money on gas.
Well, now
it's a lot better. So I pay $35 and something cents bi-weekly. It's not bad.
Okay, so $70?
Yeah.
Okay, car insurance?
My dad helps me with that.
Okay, dude. $300 for food. Yes, uses the meal plan and the budget-friendly cookbook. TP fund, anything else you need to survive. Makeup, tampons, whatever. $100. Yes, I know. It's not great for women. Man, there's the woman tax. This is minimum survival budget. We're seeing what we can do, and you can afford that. Here. Copays? Monthly basis, do you have any? You're not in therapy. Someone like you?
Oh, no. I have Lyra through work.
I don't know what that is, but that's okay.
So it's like we get a certain amount of therapy hours at work because Portland.
Is it enough for you?
Yeah. So I see a therapist maybe once or twice a month.
Subscriptions, let's try $40. And you have no pets, I remember you saying.
No pets.
Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I have not taken into account?
I don't think so.
Gas is incredibly low. No car insurance. Phone bill's great. I mean, what the there's not going to be any issues here. $5,400 comes in, $3,031.09 goes out. Great. I'm giving you $500 for bullshit.
And then I also $150 for my Roth IRA as well, usually.
No, because you're not getting a match. No, we're paying off debt that gets a better return on investment all day, every day. But I'll give you $500 for fun. Okay. Deal?
Sure.
Okay. You have it in your budget. You just have to budget it out. That gives you an extra $1,868 a month. Okay? So obviously we'll get rid of the student loans because we'll minimum the payment until those are paid off. So of your $124,876 of debt, by the way, 81 of that is actually under your dad's name. But let's get rid of all the student loans because we're not freaking out to pay this off. We'll minimum the payment until they are. You owe bad debt $18,118.76 with $1,868 going to it on a monthly basis. You pay it off in 9.5 months.
You think
this is ridiculous. Yes. Dude, I literally gave you fun money. I never am able to do that. Yes, you can do it. Okay. And then save up a 6-month emergency fund. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Then you contribute 20% to investing on a monthly basis. After that, and you'll be perfectly fine. All right, join us in the post show, guys. I'm going to get the Hammer Financial Score, but make sure you join a Hammer Elite. Hammer Financial Score, spending your budget, you overspent, 0 out of 10. I mean, the reason I wrapped that up so quick is this is one of the easiest debt payoffs I've ever seen. Like, I don't even want to hear it. This is so simple. While you get fun money to spend, you're just acting privileged and just spoiled and just stupid and irresponsible. Debt, no collections, bad debt, but not like, okay, it's about a 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, there's nothing right now. You said you saved up $2,000?
$2,000.
I'll give you a 2, but you're going to probably just set that no more saving, pay off the debt instead.
Okay.
Retirement, definitely behind at about, what was it, like 5,000 saved up?
I also have a 401k as well, too.
Wasn't that what I saw?
IRA.
What's your total retirement amount? Both combined.
Both combined. This is still probably the better one.
Both combined, how much?
I think there's only $5,000 in the Roth IRA.
And then there's 5,000 in this?
Yeah.
So 10?
Yeah.
Okay. You're about a 2 out of 10. For your age, real estate, 0 out of 10. Hammer Financial Score, 1.5 out of 10. Get yours at calebhammer.com. Now join Hammer Elite by clicking that join button. See 3 premium shows posted every single day, Monday through Friday, including an extra 20 minutes of this show called the Financial Audit Post Show. I'll see you guys there. Why do you give your dad extra money every month?
Just to help back. To give
Help back. You can't pay your bills.
Because they're my family.
What? Sometimes they take it without you even asking?
Yeah.
They take your money.
Sometimes he needs money, so he takes money out of my account.
He is a 65-year-old adult, and he's taken from his 28-year-old kid's account without permission. He just takes.
He's not beating the scammer allegations.
Hammer Elite is the best YouTube membership on the platform, and I just upgraded it. New dedicated premium shows every single day, Monday through Friday. Join with the link in the pinned comment or description below. This is the best membership you'll ever join, and that's a promise.